Most millionaires aren't born wealthy. They create their wealth through specific habits and decisions that they take on an everyday basis. I'm Rob Tatro. Today we're looking at 6 things that most millionaires have in common. Number 1, most millionaires live well below their means. They're not trying to keep up with the Joneses. They understand how much wealth they have, and from a young age, they know that they're not going to spend much more than they actually earn, and they're therefore able to save. They're not looking for that lavish trip. They're not trying to be specifically frugal or cheap, but they just know where their means are and how to stay within them. Finding deals, passing on those extravagant expenses, anything that's multiple years of debt paying in order to achieve, they decide not to do it or they put it off until they have more income. They're living within their means today. 2, they are constant learners. They invested in themselves from a young age, either by going to school, learning something specific, education in order to go down the corporate path, or they've invested in a trade and they're able to build and to collect from that trade, or they've invested in themselves in their own business and they are successful business owners. But either way, they're good learners, they've invested in themselves, they believe in themselves, and they're now earning quite a bit more than most other North Americans. They're focused on personal development, they're focused on continuous learning, they're focused on learning as adults, and they want to make sure that they're seeking mentors and people that they trust, and they're constantly trying to surround themselves with smart people and learning from those people. 3, they create multiple income streams. Now, whether that's their salary plus their investment portfolio, or maybe it's their business plus a passive real estate portfolio, whatever it may be, most wealthy individuals, most millionaires have multiple income streams. They're not just relying on that one basic salary that they collect on a week in, week out basis. They got a side hustle, they own real estate, they got businesses, they got a portfolio, they got something for them that's providing them with income streams beyond just the salary. Number 4, millionaires set clear goals and they take calculated risks. Goal setting is critical in any type of success, but specifically when it comes to financial success. If you want to work hard to reach something, you gotta set that as a goal that you could see, right? If you could see the $1 million or the $5 million or the ownership in a business or whatever it may be, you're gonna work harder to get there. Most millionaires that I meet, and I meet a lot of them, are very focused on goal setting, and they have very specific goals for the short term, for the medium term, and of course for the long term. And they've also taken calculated risks. From time to time, they've taken some capital out from one project or one area and they've invested in another specific venture. Perhaps it was a business that needed capital and it was the right time, high risk, high reward type thing. They've made a few of those calls in their lives, and most of the time, if they're millionaires, it's worked out for them. Number 5, they build relationships. I talked earlier about how they surround themselves with people they trust and love. They do the same with their relationships. So they have qualified, competent people around them as their advisors in wealth. Someone like me, they go to speakToRob.com and they book a no obligation consultation and they speak to someone like me. Same thing when it comes to their accountants, their lawyers, their real estate agents. They have quality people in key spots and they rely on them, they trust them, and they use them to help them make better decisions. They know what they don't know, right? They know that they don't know everything. Every millionaire I've seen always tells me, you know what, Rob, I don't know much about this, but I have an expert and I'm going to lean on that person. And that's what makes them successful, right? They know what they know and they also know what they don't know. And finally, number 6, from a very young age, they have always paid themselves first. They put money aside every single time they have income from every single income stream that they've had their whole life. They've put it aside, they've paid themselves first, and they've used that to fund other projects, other initiatives, and they've made sure that they're always able to take some of that capital, take it out, pay themselves in order to do more, to continue to do more. More income stream with properties, stock portfolio, real estate, whatever it may be, they're always paying themselves first. If you pay yourself first, that means you're not spending all your money. And if you're not spending all your money, that means you're saving. That means you're on the way, a path towards wealth. You're on a path towards becoming a millionaire. Don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Press the button. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Rob Tatro. I will see you in the next video.